In the third quarter of this year, I made the acquaintance of a number of caregivers who have some amazing tools that they're offering. Marianne Sterling has a product called LivePact, which I find to be amazing. Anyone who has been impacted by caregiving knows how difficult it is to keep organized and to coordinate everything that is going on in your life. And there are wonderful people who are creating tools that make life a lot easier. And at the same time, I was invited to participate in a couple of conferences. Both of them were in Chicago. I was invited to speak at ICMI, which is an organization for call center managers. And I had the privilege of speaking on a panel about cultural shifts that companies can make in order to support caregivers in their ranks. And I was also invited to participate at the National Caregivers Conference 2019, also in Chicago, a little over a week after that. And I was on a grassroots panel talking about initiatives that were being created in order to support family caregiving. And I spoke about things that employed caregivers can do in order to support themselves more effectively when they're having to work and take care of someone. Working with someone who does dementia cruises. And I think this is just a fabulous idea where caregivers and their loved ones can go on a cruise ship to various different destinations where the loved ones who are ill are cared for by specially trained caregivers on the boat, so that the family caregivers can have some respite, enjoy the cruise as a vacation, and also participate in workshops and trainings to help them to learn how to be more aware and present in their own self-care. Because let's face it, when you're a caregiver, you need ways of being able to take care of yourself and your loved one at the same time. And most people just don't go anywhere because they can't find somebody, or they're afraid that if they leave their loved one in someone else's hands, they're not going to be cared for as well as they would if they stayed behind. So the upshot is that caregivers have a tendency not to take care of themselves, not to get respite, not to go on vacation. And if they do, it tends to be more costly because they have to hire somebody, right? More often than not. So this gives them an opportunity to create memories with their loved ones and provide a beautiful environment for them and for themselves, so that everyone involved has a great time. When you spend quality time with someone who has dementia, even if they can't remember that they saw you specifically, the good feelings that they get from having spent time with you stay with them. And so the emotional nourishment of being with someone they care about and who cares about them will stay with them long after the event has transpired. So they're going to feel better even if they can't remember why they feel better.